What's up, guys? This is Tech Mentor again. I did make a promise that I'm gonna do an in-depth review of this smartwatch. It's called the No.1 G3 smartwatch. In the unboxing of this smartwatch, I didn't like the way it feels. It does feels cheap. It's cheap anyway for a smartwatch, but I have to admit that after using it for one day, I began to fall in love with it. In fact, not really be using the Sony smartwatch for a while because I began to understand that no one would think this smartwatch once you have it in your wrist, no one would think is a cheap smartwatch. Just look at it. I like the fact that it's beautiful and it's sleek, and this is my favorite watch face. It's got some preset watch faces that you can choose. I like this one too, and as long as this smartwatch is concerned, though I admit it does look like the Samsung G2, but you have to understand that it's a copycat and there's no slider. This doesn't slide. There was a kind of misleading advert that this ring would slide like the Samsung does, but that's a false. It doesn't slide. I'm just going to do an in-depth of the application, and I'm going to share my experience with this, the one I had with this watch. Once you want to launch any application, I think you have to slide. Yeah, that's the Bluetooth notification. If you want to download any apps, that's it. I got being close so you guys can see. Audio player, Bluetooth camera, voice memo, Teams, alarm, calendar, calculator and stopwatch, pedometer, heart rate, sleep, monitor, sedentary, BBT, UV, ECG, find my device, power saving, file manager, motion, and main menu. This is the main menu. If you want the style of the slider, the one that looks like the Samsung G2, if you choose this, all the menu will be in circular form. If you can see that on the screen, yeah, that's it. But I don't really like this because it doesn't make any sense. You have to keep sliding. You have to slide across it, which is a little bit of a headache for me because I don't want something like this. And there's one thing that I figure out: this smartwatch actually works with Windows Phone. If you have a Windows Phone, Windows 10, because I've got a Lumia 1020. I'll show you guys and then though I'm running Windows 10 developer preview on it, this is my Lumia 1020, and this smartwatch will actually work with this, but it only works like a Bluetooth headset and a little bit advanced, more than Bluetooth headset, because I can play music. If I play any music from my phone, okay, I'm gonna show you one thing now. Let me just look for any music to play on this phone, and you know, understand what I'm saying better. So it's actually coming from the smartwatch itself, not the phone. And you wouldn't know if I pause the music from my phone, it starts playing from the smartwatch, and you can send text messages from this smartwatch via this phone too. I did try out earlier on. I did send a message. I need to find the setting and change back to the normal one that I'm familiar with. No, not this one. That's the problem with this. I'm still getting used to it, so I'm not really sure to get hang of this circular thing. I'm more familiar with the other one. I think it's under Teams. I'm not sure. I picked it from okay, it's under menu. Okay, yeah, I did send a text message earlier. This is supposed to read my messages in my phone, but it would not read because it says currently not available. I don't know what that is. Even when I share with the Android device, it's still the same thing. I think there's a software that you need to download if you want this smartwatch to function. But bear it in mind, this is not Android OS. This is just so this is not Android Wear OS. This is Android OS, and it doesn't really function like an Android Wear OS. Android Wear OS, you don't need to download any third-party application to get all your notification. This notification is pretty much useless. I think it's for the phone, because the smartwatch can serve as a phone. If you don't have a phone, if you want to use the smartwatch as a phone, you can use this watch as a phone. That's true, because you can, there's a SIM card. I've not tried to open it, but from the manual, you can open this and slot in a micro SIM at the back of this, and this can become your phone. But it's crazy. Who would be doing that on this, on the phone, on the smartwatch? The screen is too small. You can barely do nothing. Even when I try sending messages, it's like a big of headache. When I try to send message from the watch via my phone with a Bluetooth connected, it's like an headache. I'm trying to look for the message. Oh, I can't find it. Okay, this is it. I sent a message, not quite long. Sent messages. It's not even showing it. But if I want to send a message, I can. Or you need to just say new message. Are you seeing it? And you can see the screen is so small. How do you type on this? All these features, I think they could be get rid of. How can you type on this small screen? If you pop up the options, messages, new message. If you pop out the option, say send to. Okay. Once you click on it, this is the keyboard. This is supposed keyboard that you're gonna be typing on. This is just like a waste of time. All I did send was hi. That's what I did send earlier. I just said hi, just to test if it go through. Okay, let me just put some random, just a random test. And then if you want to send it, you need to click that arrow, come to option, send to. You can add a number that you want to send it to. Once you type it, the number pops up. But these features is not needed on this kind of thing, to be honest with you. I don't see any reason why anybody in this modern age will be doing this. But there's one downside of this smartwatch that I don't really like, is the charging port. It's a headache to charge this thing. It is a headache. It's a good watch, but to charge it, I don't really support the way it's constructed, because compared to the Sony, it's just like your micro USB connected to your phone. Same way, I would expect them to do similar things, but it's not. This is an headache. You have to make sure it latches on these 4 golden pins, and it doesn't always. So sometimes you can think you're charging it, you might not be charging it. And the battery life is not that bad. I've been charging it every day, and I've been using it constantly every day connected. The Bluetooth is connected, and it still lasts me a day. I think it would last 1.5 to 2 days, considering how much you use it. I think so. And the application that I downloaded via this QR code, this QR code, I downloaded an application. I forgot it. It's called Fondue something. I downloaded the application on my S6 just to try out, see how it's gonna perform. It's just an application that records your pedometers and your monitor rate and other stuff. It won't give you any notification if you have any WhatsApp messages, Facebook or anything, or any news headline, nothing. It won't give you. But the phone itself, if you have any phone call and this phone is connected to any devices, it doesn't really matter if it's Windows, iOS or Android, you can pick call from this phone and you can talk. I'm actually going to try one thing. Now I'm going to call somebody via this phone. You know, the phone is connected to the smartwatch. If I dial any number on this, it pops up here, as you can see on the screen, and it's actually ringing from the smartwatch. I hope she picks up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm dialing somebody from my phone. She's my wife. I'm trying to call her, just see how the conversation will sound. Calling from a smartwatch. Oh, she did pick up.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me clearly?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just testing this call functions on the smartwatch. Just want to see how it looks. I'll call you back. Okay, bye. Okay. And that's it. You can see this is a limit 1020, my whole limit 1020, and it's a Windows phone. And you can make call, you can do whatever you want to do as long as this smartwatch is connected. But no notification. You would not get any notification. No. Text messages, I'm not sure you would get any. I'm not pretty sure. I've not tried it, but I should have. I've not tried text messages. But as I was saying about the application, the phone application, I think I'm not sure it crashes my Samsung. It does crashes the phone. I mean, it just kept restarting. I don't like when another app is running constantly on the home screen. It will not close. It's just there forever. Then I had to force close the app. Then I uninstalled it. After then my phone just started restarting. I had to soft reset the Samsung Galaxy before the phone can come to life. And since then, I've not tried to install it because I don't really need another smartwatch. I can stick with the Sony. And to be honest, I don't think I'm the type that really need a smartwatch for making calls and notification. I just need a watch just to check the time. The type that love the size of screen, the watch screen size to be calling or messaging people from. So, but if you connect any phone, you can actually read your phone book too. You can see this is my phone book. You can actually read it from the smartwatch. It has local and Bluetooth. I think local is the one that is the contact on the phone actually. If you put your SIM card, it reads the SIM card and put the local on it. But this is Bluetooth. The BT stands for Bluetooth and it's synced with my phone. But it would not read messages. The apps, if I will go into the apps, the heart rate monitor, it works fine. The pedometer works fine. I've tried it. And whichever, I think history, you can see yesterday, this was yesterday. No, this was 2 days ago, on the 30th of March. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that is the steps I took, 16,000. It worked fine, it's accurate. I compare with my Galaxy, it works fine. The sleep monitor, I've not really tried it, so I can't really guarantee if that works fine. But the heart rate monitor works fine too. I mean, compare, because my Galaxy S has heart rate monitor, and I did a comparison between both. They both accurate, not extremely, but if this is 76, that was 75. So it's just basically, it's not that far from true. So the BBT, this is the temperature, it works fine too, because thermometer at home and I've used it, so that one works fine. I've not tried the UV and this ECG. I've not tried that either. I just my conclusion with this smartwatch, my conclusion would be, for a £45 watch that look fancy, I don't think it's bad for the price. You get what you paid for. That's one fact. You get what you paid for. That's just it. It's not bad, and it's not the best smartwatch in the world. And you know, if you want to buy the expensive smartwatch, you have to pay a lot more than £45. So the thing is, if you want to buy this watch, just buy it knowing fully that you know what you're doing, or if you just want a watch. My conclusion is, if you want to buy a watch for the fun of buying a watch, just want to have a watch, fancy watch, you can buy. If you want to have a watch for sporting activities, you want to calculate your step, you want to use it for running, you can buy. But if you want something that goes further than that you want all your notification from WhatsApp, SMS, like the Android Wear does, sorry, this is not for you. And if you want something like that, you know you have to pay more. If you want to buy the Sony, the Moto G, the Huawei, the Samsung, Asus, a lot of them do Android Wear devices. If you think this watch is for you, fair enough, buy it. But for me, I'm just using it just because I'm using like a normal watch. That's it. Maybe once in a blue moon I can see who is calling me from my phone. That's it. Oh, if my phone is in my pocket, I just want to check, oh, who is calling me? Yeah, I can I can look from the watch, oh, so the person is calling me. That function is very good for me because most times I'm always cycling. I'm always on my bicycle, so I like the function. And because of the sporting activity, I think I'm gonna keep this watch because it can tell me stuff like it's good for sports, and if I'm cycling, it can actually calculate my heart rate after I finish cycling. So I think I will keep this watch. Yeah, I'm not disappointed in buying this watch. That's one fact, and that's one you guys to know. So thank you for watching. My next video I'm going to be posting is the comparison of this software versus the Android Wear, the Sony Smartwatch 3 versus this. I'm not comparing the price, I'm just comparing the interface, how they both work. I'm going to connect both smartwatch to phones, and I'm going to see how they work. Actually, I know how they work, but I still can't tell exactly what are the major differences. So that's going to be my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much. God bless.